The countdown
Well,
and
he
Urk.
said something about not wanting to do it the first night or whatever, whenever that was.
Okay, but then he should have been like
Countdown
Well,
and
he
Urk.
said something about not wanting to do it
more vocal about
the
that.
first night or whatever, whenever that was.
Okay, but then he should have been like
Countdown
Well,
and
he said
Urk.
something about not wanting to do it
more vocal about
the
that.
first night or whatever, whenever that was.
Okay, but then he should have been like
Countdown
Well,
and
he
Urk.
said something about not wanting to do it
more vocal about
the
that.
first night or whatever, whenever that was.
Okay, but then he should have
Hi everybody, Paul with PTZ Optics here. In this video, I want to show you how Chat Connect Pro can actually build the title you're seeing right here, which allows us to do YouTube comments, Facebook comments on our live stream Plus, you can see I have live captions going. A lot of you asked for that, so I'm going to do a 2-in-1 video tutorial here. So let's get started. Plus, you can see I have live captions going. A lot of you asked for that. So
Hey, thanks everybody for joining us this week on Dylan Questions Everything. My name is Dylan. Joining me here today is Connor.
Hello, guys. How's it going?
So Connor, how you doing this week?
Doing good. Can't
Good.
complain.
So
It is only Monday.
it is only Monday, ready to start the week.
Yeah.
How was your weekend?
It was fine. Had a soccer tournament, you know.
Oh yeah? How'd you do?
We won it. Went all the way.
Oh my goodness.
Won it
That's
all.
awesome. So what at what level of champion or tournament is this? Like
It's called the Weekend Warriors.
Okay.
It's a 7v7 tournament put on by the Huntsville Soccer League around here.
Okay, awesome.
We are in a division called competitive or rec fun.
Okay.
And it's just a bunch of old guys who out of college and old guys who want us to keep on playing.
Old guys, how old are you?
I am 21.
21.
So on my team,
Just a bunch of old 21-year-olds.
on my team, the next closest youngest to me is 28 years old.
Okay, fair
And
enough.
the
So,
oldest is
no, the real
54.
question is who's the oldest?
Who's the oldest? We have
Yeah.
a 54-year-old.
54-year-old. Okay. Well, I mean, that's, I know some 54-year-olds.
I mean,
that
he's
would
a
argue that
goalkeeper.
That's
so
not old.
He is a
and would be
goalkeeper.
pretty
He just
angry
stands.
with you
He
for-
just stands in the back. So
Yeah.
it's not like
Well.
he's got to do a lot.
Is he a larger guy?
He's good. No, he's
does
skinny,
Does he take
tall.
up enough of the
He's
goal
good.
to where he
I
doesn't
mean,
have to move?
I mean, we won
Or,
it. so
or no, he's pretty.
he's
does he-
good. Yeah, for 54 years old, he can still move.
Wow.
So yeah, that was my weekend. How was your weekend, Dylan?
It was pretty uneventful. My weekends are pretty weird. I work weird days.
Yeah.
My weekend is Monday and Tuesday, so
Fair enough.
my weekend's just getting started.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Sort of sucks to have a weekend on Monday, but
yeah, well,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
it's I like it. The weekends are money days. I'm in sales, and,
Fair enough.
and
Fair enough.
weekends are money days, and they
Okay.
always have been. So for everybody watching, all two of you, I appreciate you guys joining us. This week's show, we weren't actually sure if it was gonna happen. Back and forth for a little while, just because everybody's been so sick in the family. My two little girls and Tyler, the producer, and
I've been fine. I survived.
You've been okay.
I never got sick. I survived, which is a miracle considering I work at the daycare and everything else.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. But with that, the amount of prep work that went into getting ready for this week's show, we thought we may have to postpone it. So it may be a little bit of a shorter show, and we're just we just wanted to hop on and hang out, talk, and talk about a few things.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I wanted to talk about, now I just want to start off by saying that I never really intended on this being any sort of a political show. The name of the show is really there just to represent, questioning what's going on in society today, and just having a discussion with friends about, the way I see the world, the way we see the world.
Mhm.
This week, though, one of the things that really got my attention was Miss Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and her Green New Deal. Tyler, if you could.
Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Senator Ed Markey introduced their Green New Deal at a press conference today. The legislation calls for a 10-year plan to reach 100% clean, renewable, and zero-emission energy. It also includes a federal jobs guarantee and universal health care.
Okay.
So now, if you haven't yet read the plan, allow me to summarize.
I haven't read it. So
Basically, the world is decaying, but
Okay.
don't fret.
well, is she the same one that said the world would be dead? We'd be all be dead in 12 years.
Absolutely, that's
Okay,
the one.
all right.
And unless we
do this deal.
Exactly. But don't worry. She's got a plan to save the planet.
All right,
See,
I'm ready.
all we have to do
Okay.
is we have to give up every single gas-burning engine. Stop
Done.
Stop using planes.
Done.
Kill every single cow that farts. That was
okay.
actually a line in the thing. Yeah, that's a real thing. I'm
That's
not
a real
trying to
line.
be funny,
You're
no.
okay. I thought
Yeah,
you were just.
and she let's see, and and rebuild everything from the ground up. How
Oh,
much will it cost? She doesn't know. And who's going to pay for it? The billionaires.
Oh, just a billionaire.
Yeah, absolutely. Is she insane? Absolutely, yes. There's an example for you.
That's
Now-
a great picture.
She's been ridiculed all week by members of both parties over how ridiculous this.
Well, Nancy Pelosi comes out against you in your own
Gre-
party.
Exactly.
That's when you know you've done messed up.
Exactly. That's pretty tough to
Sarcastic clap,
she is,
Nancy Pelosi.
She is so far socialist crazy. It doesn't.
Yeah, but she doesn't agree with it.
It's laughable until it starts to get a little scary.
Yeah.
Because you're like, wow,
That
people are actually listening to this.
People like this in power.
So, in fact, immediately after the bill's announcement, members of the Democratic Party had this to say.
All right.
Do we live in a moral world
Nope,
that
wrong
allows
one. Go
for
back.
billionaires?
Technical difficulty. Back one. Okay, yeah, that was the one there. So he already shut down.
That's a great
Yeah.
quote right there.
So, all right, well, the next one here, the most alarming thing about the bill was really this. So if you go to the next one, you'll see, nope, goodness, did we get out of order? Go back to so there's one that says where it calls for economic security for those unwilling to work. There's a highlighted section of it. Go back to one. That one there. So look there at that. Look there at that picture there. It says, not to mention all of the other crazy things that are on the list, but at the very bottom it says, economic security for all of those who are unable or unwilling to work.
Unwilling to work.
Unwilling to work, meaning.
So I can basically sit on my couch all day and I can get paid?
Exactly.
Okay.
So the Green New Deal calls for economic security, meaning financial security for all those unwilling to work.
So how is this saving the planet?
You know, that I don't really know.
Why is that a part of that? Why is that in there?
It doesn't really make any sense. It doesn't.
It's like they threw it on at the end.
Well, because it's basically a green bill covered up in a pseudo socialism.
So there at the end, slide it up underneath all the
Just
craziness.
just kind of sneak that in there. And here's the worst part. Not only did they kind of sneak that in there, they then tried to sneak it out.
Oh, so
okay. So if you actually go onto the website right now, it's not there.
Okay, so it's not there anymore.
But it's proven. I did the fact checking that it was originally there.
Okay.
And then they scrubbed it off the website about 2 days after it was originally released. After some backlash about it originally, this was like maybe 4 days ago now.
Yeah.
So not only did they try to sneak it in there, but then
they sneak it out.
Then they go and try to sneak it out of
I feel
there.
like they just need to get rid of the whole deal.
And then they go on. There's a couple different. Saw a couple different interviews with her not manager, like an advisor of some sort.
Okay.
And he's like, "No, that was never there. They were
Never there.
Never there.
Never
Never
there.
there.
It was a typo.
No, it was absolutely there."
That whole sentence was a typo.
Exactly. So let's see. Where it ultimately breaks down for me is this. She stated, if you'll pull up the next video, she stated in the past that a society that allows billionaires is immoral.
Okay.
I want to show you that real quick. I got a point to show you. It was like a purple now this video. Yeah, that one there.
Do we live in a moral world that allows for billionaires? Is that a moral outcome in and
No.
of itself?
It's not. It's not. And
Yet, when she's constantly asked, how are we going to pay for all of this? Her answer is the billionaires.
Oh, so
Next video.
we're not allowed to have them, but they can pay for it.
Mhm.
Okay, I like it.
This would require, though, raising taxes.
there's an element where, people are going to have to start paying their fair share in taxes.
Do you have a specific on the tax rate?
Because they were contributing so
you
little
look at our
before.
tax rates back in the 60s, and when you have a progressive tax rate system, your tax rate, let's say from $0 to $75,000 may be 10% or 15%, etc. But once you get to like the tippy tops, on your $10 millionth dollar,
tippy tops.
sometimes you see tax rates as high as 60 or 70%.
People elected her.
That doesn't mean all $10 million are taxed
So many
at an
people.
extremely high rate, but it means that as you climb up this ladder,
She
you
has
should
to-
be contributing more.
Okay, and she thinks you're so stupid that she has to explain to you what marginal tax rates mean. She's saying, "Oh no, we need to." In some cases tax, the $10 million 70%, but not the whole $10 million. Just that after like we need to be taught how marginal taxes work, how the brackets work, right? So But the other thing is these millionaires, they've been like they were, like I said before, like they were contributing so little before that now billionaires and millionaires contribute probably 70-80% of tax revenue in New York City, where she's from to begin with. That's where they all are. Yeah. If it weren't for the billionaires, she wouldn't have anything.
But yet they're immoral, and we can't have them in our country.
Exactly.
Until they need to pay for the New Deal.
The fact is, her system is the only system that requires having billionaires.
Oh, it is?
The capitalist economy doesn't require billionaires. They're just a product of it. Because of the freedom of our economy and of capitalism and being able to produce that type of wealth, we have billionaires, but we do not require them. We don't need them.
No.
Only hers does, because it requires taxing the crap out of them in order to provide the infrastructure to get rid of airplanes and fund basically what she has herself even said is the most unimaginable thing possible. And she says it like it's just going to happen in 10 years.
Well, we'll be dead in 12, so we'll get to enjoy it for 2 years.
Well, not if she succeeds, apparently.
Oh, not if. Oh,
no,
right,
I mean, not if her green
so
New
she'll
Deal.
save us. She'll save us with 2 years to go before the world explodes.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
All right. Then we're good. All right. Fair enough.
Well, that's all I really got to say about her. It's been something that I've been paying attention to this week. That's just, it kind of scares me.
Yeah, people are voting for her, and they agree with this deal, and they cheer when she.
The fact that this, socialist bartender from New York,
because she's only like 28 years old.
But she's peppy, so everybody just
good enough. She makes it.
That's apparently every.
You were peppy enough, so I'll vote for you.
Shoot, if I could just raise my peppy game a little bit,
you'd be going places.
You could run for Congress.
I'd vote for you.
Dylan 2020?
Yeah.
Are we just going straight to president?
I mean,
am I doing it right here live on Facebook? Am I just announcing my my candidacy for
I'll be one
president?
of your advisors. I'll help out.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Okay. Screw it. We're going.
Yep, we're going all the way to the no, you know what? I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm good.
So listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I've pretty much run out of stuff to talk about. I know it's a bit of a short show this week. We're still trying to figure out some material and
we can do
some
our Florida
structure
man
things here.
We can find some Florida man.
You know what? That's right. I forgot that we actually had a couple of those.
Yeah, we can do some Florida man real quick.
Yeah. Let's see. Welcome to the train wreck.
I just want to cut in real quick. This is the mysterious voice in the corner, the producer Tyler. I was just looking for interesting articles, and I would like to share with you guys that apparently, according to USA Today, polar bears have taken over a small town, and they've prompted an emergency situation in this small town in Russia.
No way. Let's see it.
You're lying.
No, right here.
All right.
Polar bears have taken over a small town.
Okay, let's see it.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Happy Monday.
How small is this town, and how many polar bears are enough to take over a town?
Let's see. Ooh, there's a video that actually might just be talking about polar bears in general.
Oh yeah, well that's always interesting.
Of where they were at 20 years ago. But now humans are developing some outside-of-the-box ideas to help right the proverbial sinking ship of polar bears. Because of melting sea ice, seals, the polar bear's food source, is not as plentiful. So scientists have proposed...
Hey, but we all learned something.
Definitely interesting, though.
Apparently, bears arrived in December and have acted aggressively since then, attacking people and entering residences and businesses.
Has anyone died?
I mean, as long as the bears have money to pay for such products and services, I don't think we should discriminate against the bears.
Is it
for trying to give some business back to the community?
It's either because they're large or white, and either one is unfair.
Either one's bad.
Discriminatory.
And just like that emergency situation because there's polar bears.
And
but if they are harming people, then that is a different,
I'm sure they're cuddly. I'm sure you can just cuddle with them.
Well, they look.
Look at him. Would you not want to give that thing a hug?
Right here, quote, the deputy head of whatever the small town is, I can't pronounce it, says,
where's it at?
The people are scared. Is all he had to say.
That's all he had to say.
It's on
here we go.
an island.
Near Russia.
Looks like north of Russia. So kind of by, yeah, that's pretty far north.
Oh, yeah, okay. So that is a pretty... How are there polar... How did they just show up on an island?
I don't... Dude, I don't...
Did some jerk just decide to be like, hey, you know what would be really funny? What if we took a bunch of polar bears? We put them on a boat.
See, that's
right? Yeah, and we fed them nothing but crackers so that they were really hungry when they got there.
And then we release them.
And then we release them into this town.
On this small town.
Why would we do this?
Yes, I'm curious why.
Because why the heck not?
I don't feel like that's a great plan.
Yeah, I feel like that's what happened.
You think that maybe they were just already there?
See, apparently all the scientists claim this is probably because of global warming.
Oh, well, obviously. So if we get the Green New Deal done, the polar bears will be able to leave because all the ice will grow back, and they will be able to. They'll be able to go back home.
Maybe Miss Cortez has a point.
She's going to save the polar bears, and she's going to save that town.
Screw the polar bears. We need to save these people.
I mean, the polar bears got to eat, right?
True. But not the.
Well, no, I'm not saying they need to eat people.
Not the people, though.
You can either be an environmentalist or
a humanitarian.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I'm going to choose people over the polar bear, Tyler. I'm sorry.
All right. Yeah. Well, we see where you stand.
Well, yeah. And we see where you stand. You'd rather have the polar bears. All right, so instead of polar bears,
I don't know what to say after that.
Let's leave this story. I don't think Tyler should be allowed to pick them anymore. So on to Florida Man. Let's get away from this train wreck of a story. Well, it's like a train wreck of this show.
I don't just like this. That is incredibly rude. I do not appreciate that.
Hey, that should be our slogan under your name.
What's that?
Train wreck of a show.
Just train wreck. I'm sure Tyler's probably working on something like that right now.
I probably shouldn't have said anything. I'm waiting for it.
He's probably working on putting some kind of a title under my name me right now.
I've almost got the graphic all done.
See, I shouldn't.
He's almost got it right there.
I should have known better. I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, see,
I
would pull up my story if my computer was loading here, but because if anything can go wrong, everything's going to go wrong.
Well, we're trying to do something, so the internet needs to fail on us. Why?
Well, of course, when we're trying to run all these, thousands of dollars worth of production equipment
for the 5 people watching.
Yeah, just
hey guys,
woo, totally worth it, guys. All this.
Well, until you brought up polar bears, I thought it was going all right.
Oh, goodness.
I just give the people what they want.
Is that what the comments, is that what they were asking for?
Actually.
Oh, okay.
Is that what it is?
All right. I'll believe you.
Where did it go? Come on.
You got this, Dylan.
I know.
Oh, what do you got?
Well, we have something funny here that is not a Florida Man story.
But it's funny.
I just thought it was funny, yeah.
All right.
It says, President Trump, quote, "I would have run into school during shooting even if I didn't have a weapon."
Well, he's just a man.
Like that. That is a man.
Good job.
That is a man's man.
See, that's why we voted him president. Because we knew he would run into a school during...
Because if there was an orphanage burning down and he didn't have a bucket of water, he would run in there anyways.
Just go on.
That's...
Jesus.
I found a Florida man story that might be interesting.
Lay it on us.
Please, no polar bears.
This one's titled, well, the Reddit title and the news title are a little bit different, but the Reddit title, condenses a little bit better.
Sure.
All right.
Florida man finds pipe bomb in backyard, cuts it in half with a chainsaw to find out.
To find
out if it was a bomb or not.
To find out what?
So he cut it to see
what if it was
bomb.
Though?
Well, I thought, isn't it?
Well, he would know then. He wanted to be certain.
So he cut it.
That's... Oh, okay. Well, it's better than saying, like, man detonates bomb just to be sure it's a bomb.
So it didn't go off when he hit it with the chainsaw?
No.
Because it says bomb squad detonated it.
Yeah. He cut it open with the chainsaw and noticed a brown powder inside.
How did it not go off? I guess if you... Okay. So here's a tip.
Even better. Investigators found the device to be a real explosive.
Oh.
So not only did he...
So
well, I'm glad he found out to be sure.
First, why is there a random pipe bomb just laying around? Second, when you find it, why is your first thought, let me go grab my chainsaw real quick and saw this open?
Right.
And guys, watch out. It's unclear if there are any more devices like this out there. But if you come across one, you should call the Manatee County Sheriff's Office.
Okay, so don't take my chainsaw to it.
No.
Okay. All right, good to know.
I mean, whatever other gardening tools you have might work a little bit better. Chainsaw seems a little extreme.
A little too extreme?
Yeah, a little bit.
Breaking news. I'm just being passed another story on Fox 13 News in Zephyr Hills, Florida.
Okay.
Which is...
I was just on Fox 13, so...
Oh, yeah?
Same channel.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well, so Zephyr Hills is actually pretty close to where I used to live in Florida. But just a few hours after a Zephyr Hills man stole weapons, he posted photos of the items on social media. He apparently stole a bunch of weapons and then posted a bunch of pictures of them all on Snapchat. And
like bragging that I stole these?
Yeah, bragging that he stole them.
I'm guessing they caught him.
And then immediately caught him. It said
so did someone snitch on him, or?
It says less than 4 hours later, he posted Snapchat photos. The victim saw them, recognized the weapons, and contacted the
so the people he stole from recognized their weapons on his Snap.
He was then promptly arrested.
So don't steal from your friends and then post what you stole on your Snapchat story.
Exactly. That's ridiculous. Why would you post that on Snap?
Well, obviously you got to show off what you stole.
Well, obviously.
Can't you block certain people from seeing your Snapchat stories on there? I don't know. I don't use it enough, but isn't that a thing?
I do not have a Snapchat. I do not know. I've never.
Tyler,
do
you
know?
Never
used Snapchat.
I'm about to say, I think there's a way you can block certain people from seeing it.
You can.
So if you knew you stole from them and you knew your friends was them on Snapchat,
I guess so.
do you think they won't recognize this as their?
Look, if he's the level of intelligence to steal those guns in the first place, I don't think he'd be smart enough to figure out how to use Snapchat properly.
You're right. I'm giving him way too much credit. I'm sorry.
You're asking way too
I know.
much
I'm trying. I know.
Somewhere,
that's my fault.
Somewhere else in Florida, we've got this video I want to show you guys.
Okay.
So they're conducting a field sobriety test on this man.
Okay.
And I think what's going on in his mind right now is, well, crap. They know I'm drunk. Might as well have some fun with it. Because he starts dancing.
Get it, baby.
Oh, okay.
Just getting it.
That's just giving up. Yep.
Surely they'll let him go after a performance like this.
Would you let him go?
I mean...
Are you complete with the exercise?
No.
Oh, no. He's not done yet.
I like how he says no.
Until you've completed.
See, look, he's walking a perfectly straight line.
Well,
he's just adding a little bit of flair.
I mean, he's
to
keeping his balance pretty well.
Exactly.
In the dance moves.
I don't think this man is drunk one bit. I would absolutely let him go. Yes, to answer your question.
I don't know about all that.
You don't think so?
No. I don't know.
You think this man is drunk? A drunk man couldn't do that.
I mean, I've walked home before drunk, so obviously it could be done.
But he walked a perfectly straight line.
I mean,
he didn't walk a perfectly.
He danced a
perfectly straight line and added a bunch of flair to it to prove a point. That's not drunk.
Okay,
that's not drunk.
Tipsy.
I mean, I don't think he should be arrested. If that's what boils
just
down to.
No.
Just take his keys and make him walk home or dance home.
The man's fine.
Was he arrested? Do we know?
Is there
any news story with that?
I can find more.
Because now I'm curious.
I mean, I would have.
Well, I just like how they ask him, "Are you done?" He's like, "Yeah, no, I still got some more."
Like, no, I'm not.
Give me. I got a couple more.
I think they saw all they needed to see. They were just asking for him because he looked like he was having a good time.
They're like, we're just gonna let him enjoy this moment.
He's about to be in jail anyway, so you know what? You dance your heart out.
We're just let him enjoy this moment. It'll be fine.
So apparently he was found asleep at the wheel of his truck, with his foot on the brake, car in drive.
You know, I have. Oh, that's bad. I have a story. About that. Something like that.
All right.
So I was I was driving. In fact, I don't. It doesn't really matter that I was driving what car I was driving, but I'll just say it. I was driving my old that '66 Mustang.
Okay.
That I've
Yeah.
got. This was back when I was in the Army. I was driving to the gate to go on post for morning PT, and so I had my ID card in my lap.
Okay.
Right, and there's a Dodge pickup truck in front of me, and the light's red, and we're sitting there, and the light turns green eventually, and he sits there through the light. Now, so the reason it does matter that I was driving that car is that it doesn't have a horn. Okay, no. So I can't honk at this guy.
Make him move.
So we sit through the first light.
Okay.
Because I can't do anything but rev, which
is there no one behind you?
Is extremely loud. So I did.
Was there no one behind you?
Oh yeah, there were. There were plenty of people. There were plenty of people behind me, and they were honking.
Okay.
But
so he doesn't move.
So I get out of the car.
Okay.
And I go and knock on his window, and I'm banging on his window, and his head slumped over like this, and he wakes up, looks at me like eyes wide as could be, like he was a deer in the headlights kind of thing.
Did he just fall asleep?
And
was he drunk?
Probably yes.
Yeah.
Probably. But he then kind of hits the gas and takes off. Through the red light that we were sitting at, because at that point it had cycled back to a red light, but he still runs off anyway.
Nice.
So I angrily whatever, go back over to my car, sit and wait for the light green, go through the gate, whatever, or go to the gate. And
did he crash into the gate?
Well, I can't find my.
Oh, of course you can't find your ID. Let me guess, when you got up to get out of the car, your ID went
exactly somewhere in the intersection. So,
did you ever find that ID?
Went back there to find it, never found it, and I literally dropped it in the intersection, and so I went back out there and tried to find it, but with the traffic, I wasn't there. So yeah,
nice.
I've never, fortunately, fallen behind the. I had probably gotten very close. I've gotten very close.
Yeah, no, I've never.
Especially at a light or something.
Just doze
a
off
really
real
long
fast.
light. Yeah.
Got another treat for you.
What do you have
so this
here?
A Florida man learns the hard way that he stole laxatives, not opioids.
Mm.
Oh no! How hard of a hard way? Oh gosh! I imagine he probably tried to take a bunch.
So apparently he was caught on video entering the victim's lockbox and pouring some pills in his hand. The pills were labeled as a opioid, but they're actually a laxative.
He did it on purpose.
Yeah, I want to know why you.
Did he do it on purpose?
Why do you have laxatives in a?
I bet his roommate was
onto him.
I bet he was stealing pills from his roommate for a while, and his roommate was onto him, so he swapped them. I bet that's what happened.
Because he said Florida man thought he was smart when he stole opioids from the medicine cabinet of a home where he was staying. So it was probably roommate, someone
they caught on to
close
him
that knew he was stealing stuff. So
are suspicious.
Oh my goodness!
Swapped them out.
That makes more sense.
Well, at least he didn't steal this. Another Florida man denies the syringes they found in his rectum
are his.
Yeah. He claimed ignorance.
So who's?
Look at that smug face the man's got.
That's a man who has shoved some syringes up his rectum.
He's like, yep, not mine.
I totally didn't do this.
Don't know what
like,
you're talking about. Nope, not mine.
He looks like the type, like that face, like he's just saying, "You can't charge me with anything because I deny all of it." Like that's just what that face is saying to me right now.
Oh,
I don't want to think about that.
Oh. Look, okay. So here's a cool story.
Okay.
This is kind of I'm happy about this.
All right, what you got?
It says teen has vaccinations after asking Reddit.
Okay. So Reddit.
You know why I'm happy about that?
Why are you happy about that?
Because somebody got their vaccinations. And if you don't, you're an idiot. So, just saying.
I don't have my vaccinations.
We're taking shots, aren't we?
Yeah.
Or not taking shots.
Well,
haha. I'm out. See you.
It's okay. It's not too late for you. You're only like 12. So
yeah, fair enough. I'm 13.
I mean,
come on now.
Okay. Well, life expectancy of an unvaccinated child is only like 14, so be careful. You don't have a lot of time.
I mean, you know what? I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, it's not a coincidence that this whole anti-vax situation is becoming so popular.
I just want to bring up. So you've been vaccinated.
Absolutely.
I have not. And who got sick?
I have been dying. You're right.
Who got sick and who has not been sick?
You know the man has.
I just want to point that out real fast.
No, I will actually say I did not get the flu shot this year.
Okay. See, I've never gotten the flu shot.
I don't think I have the flu, but it has been just constant. It's mostly just here's the thing, the sickness this week has really mostly just been an exuberant amount of coughing.
Well, I got sick when it went from 70 to 30 in a day. Now that messed me up.
And that's the thing that did happen. Now to me, when the weather shifts, I'm not saying that it's just allergies, but when the weather shifts, I do.
I woke up that morning
kicks my butt hard every single time. Every year in August, especially like when it starts to. It absolutely kills me.
So,
but anyways,
okay. I was just pointing out facts. You know.
Oh yeah, facts.
Yeah, just pointing out facts.
Well, the facts are measles is coming back at an alarming rate, and go figure, this big movement's been spreading.
Not the measles.
Do I know?
Not the measles.
Oh yeah,
the measles.
Yeah.
I can't tell you last time I got vaccinated for that either. So.
I get mine every quarter.
I can't tell you last time I got a shot. So.
Well, I will say that being in the Army. Definitely got a lot more shots than the normal person, and it was definitely against my will. So maybe I
took a lot. You also took a lot more shots, but whatever.
I mean, we're just throwing shade everywhere.
I don't know that if you're referring to drinking, like shots, is that what you mean?
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. I mean, that's. I don't know what else that could mean.
So one of our
let's just
one of our Twitch viewers chimed in wanting us to talk about some weird laws.
Some weird laws.
I've been looking up some weird laws.
Some weird laws.
And there's a lot out there.
Like weird laws just in general.
Just in general.
Okay.
In the U.S. mostly.
Okay, about to say like in U.S.
This
other
one,
countries.
In Massachusetts, candy may not contain more than 1% alcohol.
Is there candy that does?
I didn't know candy.
That's why I'm so confused. I don't know.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know it was
alcoholic candy. Well, I know that alcoholic candy is a thing. I've seen.
See, I didn't know that. I've never heard of that.
But I didn't know there was a limit to how much.
It's only 1%.
1%.
And in Louisiana, apparently, you can get a $500 fine to instruct a pizza delivery man to deliver a pizza to your friend without them knowing. We've all tried that.
We've at least thought about it. I've never done it, but
if I'm paying for that pizza, I'd rather have it come to my house.
Exactly.
I'm broke enough as it is. I don't need to be paying for other people's pizza.
I'm not trying to lose my pizza or my, however $12 or whatever.
Well, I'd get him a pizza that just had pineapples on it, and then send it to him.
And
just crush some pineapples.
That is. You might as well ask him to draw a middle finger on the box too.
Well, we can.
Because that is just awful.
That might be illegal somewhere else. You got to be careful.
Yeah, some kind of profanity law.
I'm sure you can.
What else you got?
I think I might have found the most specific and odd one on the list. So in Kentucky, hold on, this is a long one. One may not dye a duckling blue and offer it for sale unless more than 6 are for sale at once.
I just want to know the situation that came up when this happened.
I'll read that back.
The first part, you threw me.
One may not dye a duckling, like a duck, a baby duck, blue, and offer it for sale unless more than 6 are for sale at once.
So if there are 7, I can dye it blue?
Yes, it's perfectly legal. Now, if you have 5, it's got to be green or something. It can't be blue.
So is it the blue or the you cannot dye them? Period. Like
it says you may not dye a duckling blue.
So it just sounds like it's just blue. The color blue is just not happening. I want to know what situation that came up that had become a law.
That is.
Is there anything else? Was that? Do you have any?
Nope.
There's got to be some more to that. Some more information, please.
You can't just drop that on me and then.
You can't. Yeah, you can't.
Not give me a backstory.
You can't just give me that kind of brain melting.
I really want to know the situation.
Why 6?
Okay, so I think I found the official law here. It's from the amended 1972 Kentucky Acts, Chapter 374, Section 1, created in 1966.
So that's a lot earlier.
Yeah,
I was thinking like 1800s.
That
early,
law. Yeah.
So it was created in 1966.
Here's the full text. No person shall sell, exchange, offer to sell, or exchange, display, or possess living baby chicks, ducklings, or other fowl or rabbits which have been dyed or colored, nor dye or color any baby chicks, ducklings, or other fowl or rabbits, nor sell, exchange, offer to sell, or exchange, or to give away baby chicks, ducklings, or other fowl or rabbits under 2 months of age in any quantity less than 6, except that any rabbit weighing 3 pounds or more may be sold at an age of 6 weeks. Any person who violates this section shall be fined not less than $100 nor more than $500.
What?
That's not real.
It is 100% real.
Did someone just
I
quit?
forgot the first.
So
was someone quitting and they just made this crazy rule and just pieced out?
That'll teach them.
So it's right here.
What in the world?
And look how repetitive it is too.
I know you just repeated the same stuff over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
You just did that to confuse me.
Yeah, I mean it's there. It's there in black and white. I don't know what else to tell you. So don't you be trying anything in Kentucky.
Which
I will not
which
try
body of government or not government, but what enforcing agency enforces this law?
I would assume
do the cops go
the,
around checking on
like the
how many of your
agricultural
I'm going to tell my neighbors they've got only 5 ducklings and they've got them painted blue. Not enough. So
I'd assume like the agricultural committee, whatever they call it in Kentucky, that they're probably
so send a game warden out to go get you.
Probably. Yeah.
Kentucky.
And this is on a .gov website that I found this. So.
Oh my goodness. So that's real.
It's 100% real.
That's still made. Why would that ever come up that you need that to be a law?
I think the lawmaker just had a neighbor that he was just pissed at for keeping exactly 5 blue ducks.
Well, see, that doesn't fix anything.
It's not about keeping them, though. I mean, he's
selling them. Yeah,
it's about selling.
Maybe he kept harassing him to buy some ducks, and he's like, he just got tired of it.
But that defeat. Okay, but it's still he could get around it. He just has 7 ducks, and he keep on asking to sell them. I don't know. There's too many questions and not enough.
There's a lot of detail.
Not enough answers.
But also not enough detail in that law.
Ooh, look at this. Okay.
All right.
So apparently nutrition professor Mark Hobb lost 27 pounds on a Twinkie, Dorito, and sugar diet to prove that weight loss is based on caloric intake and not on nutrition. That
I don't think that's...
we must give a read. I don't know. It's on CNN, so it has to be real.
Oh, that's true. That's real news. None of that fake news crap.
Yeah, but I'm sure. I mean, while that's definitely not sustainable long term.
So
I mean, it's good to prove a point. I'm sure if he did, I'm sure he did well proving a point. But that's not sustainable.
I feel like you feel like crap on that diet.
Yeah. I mean, losing weight doesn't mean less weight doesn't equal health.
Yeah, no.
So, I mean, yeah, you can lose weight via caloric deficit, but if that caloric deficit takes place,
at least from the heading, he sounded like he was just doing it to prove a point.
Yeah, and that's kind of the point here. But it says for 10 weeks, he's a professor of human nutrition at Kansas State University. He ate sugary cakelets that he made. Okay, so yeah, this is like an experiment. He ate one of these sugary cakelets every 3 hours instead of meals, and to add variety to a steady stream of Hostess and Little Debbie snacks, he munched on Dorito chips, sugary cereals, and Oreos. His premise was that weight loss, pure caloric counting, pure caloric counting is what matters the most, not the nutritional value of the food. So he said the premise held up. On his convenience store diet, he shed 27 pounds in 2 months.
I mean, I guess technically the goal he was going after, he did achieve. he may not be healthier now, but the goals he set out, he did fulfill. He did lose weight,
and that is all that matters.
I mean,
That just
so
sounds
if you're
terrible.
going odd, like very specific,
This man is a champion
I don't know if I'd call him that.
for the people.
I mean, would you want to eat all that for 10 weeks?
Absolutely not. That
There's
sounds
no
horrendous,
way.
and that is why I am so proud of him for doing something that I would absolutely not do. No, I'm just
I'd be
kidding. I don't know
tired
if I don't know if proud's the right word. Concerned.
I'd say I'd be tired of that deal after what 2 or 3 days.
1 or 2 cakes, 6
I
hours.
I don't know. I like Little Debbie cakes. I could go a
Well,
couple
no,
days.
he so apparently what I thought I had read here was that he actually made.
Oh no, that's
see.
that's already too much work when I can just go out and buy it.
Connor
He
hears
made-
anything with make, and he's already out.
No,
So-
like he
Yeah,
made
I'm
these
done.
pucks, these pucks of like of junk food, basically mashed together.
Oh, so he took
Yeah.
all of it and
So-
just oh well, then I'm definitely
So
done.
you're saying he's like pretty much an astronaut. That's what
So
I'm
he
getting
just
from this.
shoved like Doritos, Oreos, everything into one little cake and would eat that every 3 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm done. No, I wouldn't even do that a day.
Yeah, that just sounds. Oh,
He did that for 10 weeks.
So
That sounds terrible.
I found another person from Florida. This time it's not a Florida man. It's not even a Florida woman.
Uh-oh.
It's a Florida politician. So we're going high stakes here.
Well, wait.
Well, that's
They're
a
not man or woman. They're
unless,
a politician.
Unless
They're not
unless it's
just
that like
a man or woman.
that goat that's the mayor of a town or something.
Yeah, okay. Is this
Not
what
quite. This one, a Florida politician allegedly made a habit of licking men's faces. She has now resigned.
Wait. Licking faces.
Yep.
So would she just walk up to him and give him a good old lick?
Mm-hmm. That's.
See,
I
I'd be
assume so.
fired because I'd fight her on spot.
Now
Can you
there's
play that?
there's a
I wanna
video
see that
of.
video.
I don't. Why? I don't.
I want to see this video.
Madeira Beach City Commissioner Nancy Oakley sat on the dais Tuesday night for a
That is
workshop.
not an attractive
on a
woman.
different dais in Tallahassee.
Would you want her looking in your face?
Oakley, the Florida
I don't
Commission
want anyone
on
looking
Ethics
in my face,
upheld
but
a final
I
judge's
especially don't
ruling
want her
on
looking in my
Friday
face.
that Oakley was
I don't
guilty
even-
of exhibiting
I don't want
inappropriate
anyone looking
behavior.
in my face.
Now
Yeah, I'm
Oakley
gonna-
has to
yeah.
pay a fine and receive public discipline from Governor Ron DeSantis.
Public
and
discipline.
recommends a
What's
public
public
censure
discipline?
and reprimand and civil penalty of $5,000.
Oh, just
Seeing none, all in
$5,000?
favor, please say aye.
That's a lot
Any
for you.
opposed, nay. Motion carries.
That ethics complaint was filed by former city manager
Just
Shane
5K?
Crawford, who says in 2012
If you lick my face, I
Oakley
want 10.
drunkenly grabbed
fighting
his
you.
crotch and licked his face in front of several witnesses.
Oh,
When she starts hearing goes
That's a little
all
more
the way
intense.
Oh,
up to
no.
the point where
If
you
she started
can't
at my
stand
neck,
it anymore.
no.
And that's after
Oh,
consuming
wow.
enough and smoking enough
All
cigarettes.
of
Tried to
his-
ask Oakley
He's a better
about that
man. I'd have
incident.
fought her.
She
Oh
didn't
my
really
gosh!
talk.
How did he not
Nancy,
hit? I'm
what's your
okay.
response?
It's
I'd have
not-
punched her.
It's
Okay.
never okay.
I'd have punched her. It don't care who you
So
are.
now
I'm swinging.
That's
I'm s-
maybe a firm shove would be okay.
I'm swinging.
Maybe I don't. I understand. I'm not gonna say that's okay. I
swinging.
understand. Okay, my wife's in the room, so I'm not gonna agree with you
Fair enough.
on principle.
Fair
But
enough.
I understand why you would say that. But I feel like a firm shove would absolutely be okay.
I mean,
a very
okay.
firm shove.
Fair enough. Firm
A
shove.
very firm one. Possibly a leave a bruise, but a shove, because that's, whew.
No, if you start at my Adam's apple and you're going all the way up my face, it's,
You'd expect a punch, right?
I'm throwing
yeah.
one. So yeah,
No, but I'm just saying.
if I walked
if
up somewhere
the
and started
tables
licking
were
them,
turned, if the
and
tables
they
were
punched
turned,
me, I would not be
let's
shocked.
be real. If the tables were turned,
And I was the one licking,
yeah, and you went and licked some woman from neck to forehead.
I expect to get tased, shot, mace.
Okay, just making sure
Stabbed.
there's no
No, I'm not
double,
saying that's no.
double standard or anything.
Well, first of all, I don't want to lick anyone. They're just not the
I
face.
appreciate that.
I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That-
No. Okay, why did we have to bring that one
See,
up?
See, now that I watched the video, I agree that the $5,000 not enough.
Yeah, we need like 20K. If I'm him, I'm demanding money.
Well, here's the thing, though. Does she have 5K?
I don't care what she.
I mean,
if you have to sell your house,
she's
listen.
she's a city commissioner. I would assume she has $5K laying around
City
somewhere.
work doesn't pay anything, though. She probably and 90% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck with
When-
$4 in their savings.
When was
account,
this story?
So I highly doubt that woman has $5K.
When did this come out?
This story came out February 7th, so just
What?
a few
And
days
that happened
ago.
in 2012?
4 days ago.
Yeah.
She looked his face in 2012, and it's just now.
And they're just now talking about this.
It would have been happening the next day.
There's that face.
Why is? Oh my gosh!
Listen,
Why does she look like a professional wrestler with a wig?
She does though. She looks like a guy that I used to sell cars with. A man that I just if he had hair.
Maybe
See,
he grew out his
was
hair.
bald.
Did he lick people?
And very angry.
Did he lick people?
No, never
He
licked anybody.
Never walked up and licked
Never
anyone's
licked
face?
anybody. People that know him have tuned into this show tonight, so I'm not going to mention who, but that looks a lot like him.
As long as he doesn't lick face, then we're good.
Yeah, no licking face. Does like to fight though. That'll narrow him down a little bit.
There we
for
go.
those of you watching. And my wife's on the other end of the room making licky tongue sticking out. I think she's drunk or something. No, I'm just kidding. She's not drunk.
Goodness grief. No. Okay. See. No. No more licking. I don't need any more.
What?
No.
What
It
was
happened
that?
at a waffle.
Another one?
It
I
happened at a
found
waffle.
a
No.
related story.
Okay, pull it up. I gotta see this.
Florida woman
can't-
drops pants, licks man, dances naked in Waffle House parking lot.
Why you gotta do that at Waffle House? Waffle House is a sacred place.
It's a Waffle Home.
It's a Waffle Home.
She's 38
Waffle Home.
in Pensacola. She was arrested on lewd and indecent exposure of sexual
Well, I would hope she was
organs.
arrested.
That's a specific charge.
So, but not for licking.
So she was asked to leave. She later returned.
I like how that's your maid. She's arrested, but it wasn't for licking.
She didn't lick anybody.
Oh, yeah, she
licked,
licked
She
man.
licked a man.
But it said that she only
So-
got arrested for the lewd.
She also threatened to
Whatever.
get a gun and shoot the man in the face.
Well,
So-
that's just rude.
I feel like that should be the charge.
You threatened to shoot
not,
me. You licked me.
That's just rude.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't.
Licked both sides of his face.
Oh, and did you see
Oh.
her? I don't want.
I caught a glimpse. It's
You want that?
definitely
I
not.
don't- no.
Oh, that's too big of a picture.
She looks
Make it
very
smaller.
proud.
Make it smaller.
She looks way too happy for what she did.
She's like, "Yep, I licked that man.
There you go.
What you gonna do about it?
There,
Thank
I
you.
made it smaller.
That is much better."
Goodness gracious.
No.
No. I still like how she wasn't arrested for licking. I hope she's arrested for everything else.
How long do you think? How long do you think the jail time for
what she did, or just in
for
lick-
for that whole
Not enough.
2, 3. She.
not enough to where she wouldn't do it again?
I actually don't know. Month maybe, but I don't see it being that long even.
It should be longer. What is this? Oh, I thought
So-
this was the net guy or
Nope.
something.
This is a man fought a guy with a machete to defend his chips.
Well, what chips?
What kind of chips are they?
That's yeah, Tyler. You've got to find that key detail.
So is aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
I don't care about all that. What type of
Went
chips?
to a disturbance.
The chips.
The man said he was in the living room and was asked to grab a hospital bed from off the couch. So this guy's obviously crazy.
Okay.
Grab a hot what?
So he wanted a hospital bed off the couch.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
They better say what chips are in there.
I want to
So-
know.
There's
I'm trying
no-
to find out.
there's no.
I want to know.
All right. So what would make you bring a machete out over chips? If I was going to steal a bag of chips from you, what would they be for you to pull a machete on me?
I mean, it'd have to be the last bag of something.
Just the last bag on earth?
No,
Yeah.
I don't even think that.
No, I mean, yeah, there's like salt and vinegar. If you try to steal those from me, we're gonna have problems.
Just the last bag of chips. Like,
Some-
you can take sea salt and vinegar chips
Well, good.
and shove them.
No. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
whoa.
Whoa.
Okay.
all right.
Whoa.
Because
I-
those,
Excuse you?
Using-
those are disgusting.
Maybe you're just disgusting.
What do you got to say about it, Tyler?
I've got
we-
a lot of things to say about it.
Well, nobody cares what you have to say.
Well, you asked, so you brought this point. I just can't believe you don't like salt and vinegar chips. What?
No,
why not?
no. God, no. They're disgusting.
How are they disgusting?
I think it's the vinegar. I can't stand the
You're
vinegar.
probably a dill pickle chips type of guy.
I don't know that I've ever had them. I'd probably eat the dill pickle chips. I don't know.
Over salt and vinegar?
Yeah.
Dude,
I don't understand
no.
him.
Dylan.
No.
And we let him run the show, Tyler.
Yeah, he
quit
needs
Well,
a
I'm not
big
about to say I'm not wrong. Don't put it
stamp
over
on
me.
there.
Why? You're going to cover... I'm the host of the show.
Who doesn't like
Here.
salt
You
and
can't
vinegar?
cover the
There you
host of
go.
the show. What the...
I'm leaving that there until you take it
Well,
back.
then I'm not going to take it back. So I guess we might as well just wrap up the show.
Oh no, we got 10 minutes.
Hey,
You
we're
gotta-
Tyler bringing salt and vinegar chips
you-
on the
You
show
got
next
10
time.
minutes
We
to
gotta-
explain why salt and vinegar.
No,
are the best
we're not
chips.
not going to do that.
No, I don't
Okay,
think
so what's your favorite? If you're going for a bag of chips right now, what would you grab? I mean, salt and vinegar for me and Tyler, but
That's tough,
Or-
but I guess I mean I really like just the regular Ruffles with
Just straight up
some,
Ruffles?
with some
ranch dip.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
probably my
that's
favorite.
always a good. It's always a
That
solid
or
choice.
some Fritos if they're going in some chili.
Yes. Okay. Fair enough. I may forgive you for the salt and vinegar. Maybe
I mean, that
hurt a little bit.
that's fine. They do
It's
hurt
okay.
a little bit. They hurt a little bit when you shove them.
You know what?
No, it'd be better than a syringe.
Wasn't his.
Best,
It wasn't
Not sure
his,
how
but
those
you're
got
right.
there. What is
best chips.
Pringles loaded baked potato?
Yes,
I mean, fair
That
enough.
does look good.
they're like sour cream
You
and
haven't? Have you
onion.
not had those?
I've
But-
never had those.
What?
Never had those.
Take it-
Dylan.
Here, I'll give some to Connor.
Well,
Here you
thank
go,
you.
Connor.
Here we go.
Yeah, you just,
I got my.
Just hold them in your hand.
That's what. Oh, Tyler.
Stop moving. And they're on the table. All right.
Okay, they're on the table. All right, let's leave them.
Guys are ridiculous. All right. Well, I think, guys, I think that's about it. I think we're gonna wrap it up for here.
All right.
I appreciate everybody that popped in and hung out with us a little bit tonight.
We found out
thank
the dark
you,
side of Dylan.
The dark side. In which side is that?
Doesn't like salt and vinegar chips.
That is the right side. The dark
No.
side is the salt and vinegar chips. They're disgusting.
No, whatever. All right.
Well, Sam, not Sam. Sam, thanks for not showing up, Sam. Sam.
That's
No,
it.
I'm just
Whoa.
kidding. Now that I'm saying it, no.
Okay.
Connor, thanks for coming out
No
tonight.
problem.
Just so everybody knows, Sam wasn't able to be here tonight. That's one of the things I was going to mention tonight, and when I was thanking you for being here.
Yeah.
But appreciate Sam for his help in getting the show kicked off. Thanks, Tyler, for all your hard work tonight.
Mm-hmm.
My hardworking wife, Melissa, over here doing her little pageant wave. And
I mean, you can do it too.
all right,
Let's just wrap this
good
up.
night. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Tyler, play us out with some music.
Sure.
What is this?
Let's go drink.
Oh yeah, let's do that.